Hey, what's going on, everybody? JC here today from Fittest Gamers, and today I present to you all Game Update 4 in MLB The Show 23. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and touch base on the developer notes. There are no gameplay balance changes at this time, meaning that pinpoint is not fixed just yet. So you have perfect releases, it can still end up down the middle and over the fence still. So now we're going to touch base on the general stuff, some new stuff they added. The Seattle Mariners City Connect uniforms have been added. Things are an absolute beauty. I don't see them in Diamond Dynasty just yet, but they are in the exhibition play now, you know, a franchise mode, all that stuff. They fixed an issue where fielding aids were changing the functionality of buttons, the button accuracy meter. So I'm glad that's being fixed. No more throwing errors. Well, there's still going to be errors, but not as much as before, if you do a great play or whatever. Co-op, they fixed an issue where the pitch trail will change colors after playing a game. I haven't really experienced that. I don't do too much co-op, so that's actually great news. In Road to the Show, boss battle dynamic challenge adjustments, and they fixed an issue where the save file would fail to load after a specific custom roster, after using a specific custom roster. And in March to October and franchise mode, they fixed an issue where a save file would fail to load after using a specific custom roster. So I guess it's a bunch of custom roster problems. And the miscellaneous stuff, they have some commentary updates and adjustments, which is very cool. So I guess we're gonna have new commentating stuff as you play the game. They're gonna say new stuff for players. If a player did something cool this year, they're gonna mention it. Maybe with Ohtani, they're gonna mention he was almost the first player to do this, or in the first, you know, in 100 years, he was the first player to do this, that, and the third. So absolutely cool. They're gonna update the commentary. I think that's an absolute plus and a huge W if they're gonna continue to update commentary stuff and adding the City Connect uniforms for every team when they reveal a new one. Absolute W. Like I said, the Seattle Mariners City Connects, I did not see it in Diamond Dynasty just yet, so I wanted to touch base on that. It's not there just yet, but it doesn't mean they're not going to add it. So overall, I think with the next update, I think we should get a fix with pinpoint, because I've been playing games where I'm pitching lights out, and in the 7th and 8th inning, I get a perfect release with pinpoint, and it ends up down the middle and over the fence. And boom, that's how I lose a game. It's a pitcher's duel. There's 2 to 3 hits in the game, and that's the one I give up, and that's how I lose. I really hope they fix this so I could enjoy it a bit more and not get too frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated playing this game. I used to play ball in real life, and I would get frustrated in real life when things weren't going my way. I do not want that to happen when I'm playing a damn baseball video game. So I hope they do fix the pinpoint stuff, because that is just it's brutal, you know, when you're doing everything great and you don't get rewarded. You did it perfect release, perfect timing, perfect everything, and the ball just teleports down the middle. I don't know how many times it happened to me back to back in like the 7th or 8th inning. I feel like this happens a lot later in the game rather than earlier in the game. At least to me it does. It's happened to me in the 7th, 8th. It happened once, like 3 batters in a row. I got lucky that the dude swung and missed twice, but the 3rd time, yeah, you guessed it, boom, over the fence, no doubter. And me getting mad, almost breaking the controller, almost breaking the monitor because of how pissed I was, because I did everything correctly. But nonetheless, hopefully that does come in the next update. It's still a major problem in my opinion. I think it's a major problem. And there's one thing too, there's too many perfect flyouts. At least it happens to me. I'm flying out with Mike Trout perfect dead center, you know, in Laughing Mountain Stadium, or even in Ship It. I don't think that should be happening. Maybe, you know, if it's a creative stadium and it's the polo ground, like that's the deep center field, like 800 feet center field, I get it, I could fly out to center field. But if that's not the case, I should not be flying out perfect with Mike Trout. I don't think that makes any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, especially with Mike Trout, or even a Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig. I'm mentioning you, everyone that has over 100 in power. It just shouldn't happen. And the Mike Trout I'm talking about is the 99 Trout. So I just don't think it should be happening at all. I don't know how many times it happened. When Max Muncy supercharged, I don't know how many flyouts I had to dead censor. It was kind of brutal and annoying. I actually wanted to do a compilation. I'm still working on it, even though I deleted a lot of clips. It was a perfect flyouts, you know, and those highlight videos with the I'm a Boss song on Instagram and TikTok and even on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but with flyouts, because it was just happening way too much. Aaron Judge, we just saw him hit there. It happens with Aaron Judge. It happened with Aaron Judge before, where I've hit a perfect flyout to center field. How? If it's perfect, everything's perfect. It should not, unless it's like a hurricane winds blowing in, like you got like 30-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. I get it, but that's not really the case when this happens. So, but yes, that's all I have for you all today. Hope this video was informative. That was Game Update 4 in MLB The Show 23. We got it. They're going to continue to do continual updates, which is an absolute major W. The more updates you do, the better. I mean, it makes the game better as it goes. As long as they don't do like huge balance changes, I guess. Yeah, the developer notes, they would have said it there, the pinpoint stuff. It's not just the balance stuff they're changing. They would have been like, oh, we fixed pinpoint. We did this. We did that. So that wasn't the case here. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Remember that God is good, God is real. Miracles do happen. I'm a living proof of those miracles. Remember Hulk Hogan's mantra of say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers and sisters. And John Cena's mantra of never give up. And more importantly, as I always say, God bless you all. But there is to brush your teeth. You got to wash your hands and clean your ass. On top of that, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. We're officially logging out. Cue the static, please.